The Egyptian army pursued, but as the last Israelite stepped onto the far shore, Moses stretched out his hand once more, and the waters thundered back, consuming Pharaoh's chariots and soldiers. The Egyptian army pursued, but as the last Israelite stepped onto the far shore, Moses stretched out his hand once more, and the waters thundered back, consuming Pharaoh's chariots and soldiers. The sea's mighty roar echoed across the desert, silencing the cries of Egypt's warriors. Awe and relief swept through the Israelites as they stood on the shore, gazing at the vast expanse of water that now separated them from their oppressors. Then a song rose, a song of triumph, of freedom, of praise to the God who had delivered them. Moses led the people in a hymn of victory. I will sing to the Lord, for he has triumphed gloriously. The horse and its rider he has thrown into the sea. The Lord is my strength and my song. He has become my salvation. The voices of the Israelites swelled together, proclaiming the might of their deliverer. Who is like you, O Lord, among the gods? Who is like you, majestic in holiness, awesome in glory, working wonders? As the echoes of the song carried through the wilderness, Miriam, the prophetess and sister of Moses, took up a tambourine. Leading the women, she danced, and their voices joined the chorus. Sing to the Lord, for he has triumphed gloriously. The horse and its rider he has thrown into the sea. The celebration lingered in their hearts as they turned to face the wilderness. Their journey to freedom had begun, but the path ahead was fraught with trials. Days passed, and the heat of the desert bore down on them. The elation of deliverance gave way to murmurs of discontent as water became scarce. At Marah they found only bitter water, and the people grumbled against Moses. But the Lord, ever faithful, instructed Moses to throw a piece of wood into the water, and it became sweet. As they pressed on, their hunger grew, and the people cried out again. The Lord responded with a promise. In the evening, quail descended upon the camp, and in the morning, a mysterious bread-like substance covered the ground. What is it? They asked one another, and Moses told them, It is the bread that the Lord has given you to eat. They called it manna, and it sustained them day by day. God commanded them to gather only what they needed, and on the sixth day, to gather enough for the Sabbath. Some disobeyed, hoarding more than was necessary, but it spoiled overnight, save for the portion prepared for the Sabbath. Through manna and quail, God provided for his people, showing his care even in the barren wilderness. When they came to Rephidim and found no water, their complaints turned into accusations. Why did you bring us out of Egypt to kill us and our children and livestock with thirst? They cried. Moses, desperate, called out to the Lord, who directed him to strike the rock at Horeb. Water gushed forth, a life-giving stream in the desolate land. At last, the Israelites reached the mountain of God, Mount Sinai. Thunder rolled, and lightning flashed as the mountain was enshrouded in a dense cloud. The sound of a trumpet grew louder and louder, and the people trembled. Moses ascended to meet God, and there, amidst the fire and smoke, the Lord declared his covenant. The 10 Commandments were given, inscribed on stone tablets. You shall have no other gods before me. You shall not make for yourself a carved image. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Honor your father and your mother. Each command resounded with divine authority, setting forth the laws that would guide Israel as God's chosen people. But as Moses remained on the mountain for 40 days and nights, the people grew restless. They approached Aaron and demanded, Make us gods who shall go before us. Aaron, yielding to their pressure, fashioned a golden calf from their jewelry. The people proclaimed, "These are your gods, O Israel, who brought you out of Egypt." Their revelry reached Moses' ears as he descended the mountain, carrying the tablets of the covenant. When he saw the calf and their idolatry, his anger burned hot, and he threw down the tablets, shattering them at the foot of the mountain. Moses confronted Aaron, who feebly protested, "You know the people, they are set on evil." But Moses took decisive action, grinding the calf into powder and scattering it on the water, making the people drink it. He interceded for them before the Lord, pleading for mercy, and the Lord relented. Though a plague struck the camp as a consequence of their sin, the journey continued, marked by moments of rebellion and redemption, trial and triumph. As the years passed and the promised land drew near, Moses knew his time was coming to an end. On the plains of Moab, he gathered the people and spoke words of encouragement. "Be strong and courageous. Do not fear or be in dread of them, for it is the Lord your God who goes with you. He will not leave you or forsake you." Then he turned to Joshua, his appointed successor, commissioning him to lead the Israelites into the land of promise. "The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged." As the sun set on the wilderness journey, Moses ascended Mount Nebo, overlooking the promised land. The Lord showed him the vast expanse stretching before him, the land promised to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, flowing with milk and honey. Though Moses would not enter it, his heart swelled with peace, knowing the covenant would be fulfilled. With his task complete, Moses, the servant of the Lord, died in the land of Moab, and God himself buried him. The people mourned for him, their leader and prophet, but their journey was not over. Joshua, son of Nun, now stood as the appointed leader of Israel.